was I saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, forgiving myself. That is a tough one. I look back at the last few months. I mean, I've already sort of come to terms with the mistakes that I made in the last few years, or, the missteps that I made. Because I feel like the change that needed to happen after that has kind of happened, or is still happening. So I feel like I'm making progress, I feel like I'm correcting the mistakes that I made in that way. But what's followed, and my actions, more so my thoughts, my thoughts, over the last few months are something that I'm not quite sure how to correct. And the more I think about it, the more I come to the conclusion that the only thing I can really do right now is stop what I've been doing and change again, and allow myself the permission to do that without necessarily having to go back and explain it all and apologize and forgive, because I don't know if it may be too soon to do that. But I can try and just stop all the craziness and start fresh again. And I think that's what I need to do. There'll be plenty of time to reflect on everything once I feel a little more okay with it all. For now, I think the only way that I'll even get to that point is by just allowing myself to stop what I've been doing and try something different. I've been listening to a song that I don't know. It makes me remember the moment where I kind of woke up from my self-imposed, emotional coma. I had done such a good job of basically erasing the part of me that cares about life and about my life and my passions and my hopes and dreams and all of that stuff. I had pushed that stuff so far down to try and be responsible and be the person I was supposed to be in the life that I'd created, and fulfill the obligations I had created for myself. And I guess I'm speaking primarily about my relationship, but there was more to it than that. There was this whole persona that I thought I had to uphold, and it didn't include having desires and hopes and dreams for my future and romantic notions of what I wanted out of life. Those things didn't exist in that person, in that life. And someone helped me to rediscover those things. And I struggled. I fought it for a little while, I didn't want to admit that I still cared about life. And when I finally admitted it and allowed myself to remember the things that I wanted, I made the mistake of thinking that those things were in that other person, when really they were in me. It's just, he helped me to find them again, you know. So, yeah, I made the mistake of thinking that he held the key to all of that stuff. And once you do that, you're fucked, you know. Excuse my language, but that is my problem. I mean, I did the same thing with my ex. It's not like this person encouraged me to do this. This is just what I do. You know, against all my efforts not to, I did it anyway. And I honestly don't know if I can not do it again, you know. I'm really doubting myself right now, guys. I'm at a loss. These things in me, the jealousy, the insecurities that I have, and the doubt, and all of that stuff, I don't know how to not do those things. I don't know how to heal those things. And I don't like not knowing what to do about a problem that I'm having. I don't like that feeling. But basically, I guess I have somewhere to start with figuring out all of this, you know. It's as good a place as any. I don't think that the jealousy, I think that's even symptomatic of something else, but it's definitely something that's causing me a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. So, I think it's time for me to take a look at that. And yeah, if you guys have any tips, if any of you guys can relate at all, and you have any advice, I mean, I know normally I say I'm just making these videos to express myself and be understood maybe, but I need help with this one. I don't know what to do. I've kind of, I'm turning it over to God or whatever, and if any of you guys have any practical advice, I am all ears, because I'm at a loss. I don't know. I really don't know how to, well, you know what, and it's like, I am getting better, because I remember, if I think back to the way that the things that I did and the thoughts that I had when I was doing this kind of stuff with my ex back in the beginning of our relationship, I didn't even realize at that point that it was me doing it. Back then, I thought it was justified, and I thought it was a completely natural and reasonable reaction to the situation, but looking back now, I can see, no, it was me. I mean, it's not all me, but you know what I mean. I make it worse than it needs to be. And so at least this time around, I recognize that it's me doing it. That's got to count for something, right? So that's a plus. And I guess the next step, next time it comes up, it will be to try and see through it at the time, because that's the struggle. It's like, I can, even at the moment when I'm in it, I know I'm doing it to myself, but I can't quite see through it and see it for what it is. In that moment, it's still convincing enough that it takes over my logical, rational mind and makes me do crazy things. So, that'll be the next step, I guess. Anyway, somebody's playing music outside my window now, so I'll let you guys go. Thanks for listening to my